What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. I said I wasn't going to be on here today, guys. I was going to take my vacation and resume back with you guys on Monday, which is 48 hours from now. But I seen something this morning I can't ignore, and I had to get on there and talk about it. Last Sunday, you guys remember I did a video about this young lady right here. The young lady you see up here is a missing 13-year-old girl from Baker, Louisiana, named Phoenix Marshall. Now, she was taken by a grown man, and she was lured out of her house and abducted by a grown man. And her mother had came on TV and was talking about it. Hey, let me know where you are. We're looking for you. Your mother come get you. So on and so forth. She has been found. And she's been found in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the way she's been found, she's alive. But she went through an ordeal that I wouldn't wish on anybody. 3 men, I want you to hear me, and a woman have been arrested in connection to what has happened with this girl, trafficking wise. This is a damn shame that people that look like her did this to her. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to see it. This is all the information they have for now. I'll put it all in one video. This boils my blood. Look.
A teenage girl reported missing in Louisiana turned up here in a basement in Brighton Heights.
KDKA's Josh Taylor shows us how the girl was found.
Neighbors say it was shortly after 7 o'clock yesterday evening when they heard police executing a search warrant at this house here on Davis Avenue. And that's when police say they found the 13-year-old girl in a box in the basement of the home. Pittsburgh SWAT officers executed that search warrant and arrested this man, 26-year-old Keyshawn Crumity, whom police say kept the girl in the basement for days. U.S. Marshals say this was part of a week-long investigation that began in Louisiana, when police there contacted the Marshals for help in locating the missing girl. That investigation led them to Columbus, Georgia, where they arrested 62-year-old Ronald Smith. Police say Smith and another man brought the girl from Baton Rouge to Georgia and then put her on a bus to Pittsburgh. A criminal complaint says the missing girl was then seen at a bus station in Washington, D.C. with a woman. Police say the woman offered to help the girl, then accompanied her to Pittsburgh and to Crumity's house on Davis Avenue, where police say the 3 of them slept in the same bed in the basement. Police say Crumity had met the girl on Snapchat and told her that he would arrange for her to be adopted by a trusted adult. Police say Crumity provided the girl with alcohol and edibles on the first day in the house. Crumity allegedly went on to have sex with the girl multiple times over a few days. On Thursday, Pittsburgh police received a child line report from the U.S. Marshals about the missing girl and then located her at Crumity's house. Crumity is in Allegheny County Jail tonight on multiple charges, including trafficking, sexual assault, and corruption of a minor. Reporting in Brighton Heights, Josh Taylor, KDKA TV News.
Following tonight, a Pennsylvania house was stormed last night, and in the basement, police found a missing Louisiana girl hidden in a box covered by a sheet. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Cherise Gibson. The 13-year-old vanished earlier this month from her home in Baker. That's now she's recovering after a dramatic multi-state rescue.
Whitney Miller has the latest details in this disturbing case.
The search for that missing 13-year-old from Baker, Louisiana came to a shocking end on Thursday night when police in Pittsburgh found her stuffed inside a box in a basement. Investigators say 26-year-old Keyshawn Crumity kept the girl hidden for days inside his Brighton Heights home.
An amount of policemen, SWAT, FBI, U.S. Marshals, up and down the road. And then I saw a girl, which looked like a girl, very small, being pulled out and taken to the right, which was where the ambulance was.
According to police, Crumity met the teen on Snapchat, luring her from Baker to Pennsylvania with promises of safety and adoption. Instead, investigators say he gave her alcohol and edibles, then sexually assaulted her multiple times before police arrived.
We would never think of any so atrocious like that. It's just horrible.
Detectives say Crumity wasn't alone. A woman from Washington, D.C. allegedly traveled with the teen to Pittsburgh, and the three slept in the same basement bed. The U.S. Marshals tracked the girl's path and then tipped off Pittsburgh police Thursday evening.
It makes me happy that they were making that the arrest, between everybody for that. It's scary though, just crazy. Unnerving, yeah. I'm glad they got the guy.
That investigation also led to the arrest of 62-year-old Ronald Smith in Columbus, Georgia. Police say he and another man drove the girl from Louisiana to Georgia and then put her on a bus bound for Pittsburgh. Crumity is now in jail, charged with child trafficking, multiple counts of sexual assault, and corruption of a minor. The girl is receiving medical care and support as investigators pursue additional arrests and charges.
That's some bullshit. Seriously, all of you guys out here that have daughters, that's some bullshit. 26-year-old man, Keyshawn Crumity, met her online on Snapchat. You're a grown-ass man and you kicking it on Snapchat. You lure a 13-year-old daughter out of her home, not caring about the strife it would cause her family and the pain it would cause for your own sick personal pleasure in ruining the life of a child. Heard what they said? She was driven from Baton Rouge. He got her to Baton Rouge. Then he drove her from Baton Rouge to Georgia. This 62-year-old or whatever old man this is, he got caught up in the kidnapping charges from taking her and putting her on a Greyhound to D.C., where she winds up in a basement, y'all, in Pittsburgh, covered with sheets, living in a box. You sleeping in bed with a 13-year-old girl, you and two other people in the same bed. You drugged a child with edibles and other things, only to use her like a tool or some type of dishcloth that you discard. How sick is that? See, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of times, us as black folk, a lot of people get mad over slavery and all of this type of stuff, and it's still being brought up today. What about when we slave our own? That right there is fucked up. It is. And it's heartbreaking. 13 years old, she's still a kid. No matter how her body's growing out or whatever. And it's not up to you or anybody else to take advantage of that. Even if it was a boy. But here you go, going all out to have your own personal sex toy or sex slave and don't care if it's a kid or not. How sick is that? Now that you caught them, just like I said, that need to be done, you killed them. All of them. They shouldn't see the sun come up tomorrow. You got a woman involved in this. And did you hear that? Did you hear? Let's address this. Did you hear this? The girl left with them over the promise of adoption. So I guess she must have been having a problem with her family. You know, kids at that age, they don't like rules. So she decides, I already know how this was. And this is fucked up for an adult to do this. And this is how these guys get these young girls. They come in like a big brother or a father figure or somebody, and they always side with them when they have problems with their parents that they talk about outside the home to another adult. And the other adult acts like they're right to coax them out of the house. That's demonic, insensitive, savage as can be. And there's no civilized court that could come out and defend that type of shit. They don't deserve a fair share at nothing. The only thing they deserve is body bags in the dirt. You gave a child drugs, put her in a box, fucked her. Are you fucking stupid? You had a woman there to try to ease her tension and security by taking her to the house. You had a woman there and all of this stuff happened. I want you to think about something. It's bad enough how she suffered. But can you imagine her parents right now, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing the atrocities that befell their daughter? Don't you think about that? How many sleepless nights you think they gonna have after this? Because now that she's caught, now that she's found, yeah, it gives you a relief that she's alive, but she gonna have a whole bunch of rehabilitation to go through, both physically and mentally. They gave her drugs, man. Drugs. Laid in the bed with her. This guy assaulted her multiple times. Multiple times. I'm more than sure she wasn't asking for that. But this is just how it is out here, right? Everybody's about self. And people don't care if you're a kid or elderly person. They don't care. If they can use you, they will use you up. So what should happen to people like this? The woman, they took a picture of her posing all stupid and shit. They ain't show her fucking face. But you show these two assholes right here? Come on, man. Come on. This is sickening. This girl is 4 years older than my daughter. And I wouldn't want that to happen to nobody's kid. And here you got these motherfuckers sitting up in jail, more than sure they've been locked up before. So they already know the routine of what's coming. And they know they'll do a little bit of time and all this other stuff. But damn. She didn't expect to be put in a box and used like a piece of meat. They had a plan for her. Can you imagine? Here's another thing. Can you imagine the shock of her being put in that box for the first time in total darkness after being drugged up and used like that, exposed to the sinister side of people that come bearing a smile? That's messed up. You just crush the spirit of a child and just, you don't know whether you're going to live or die. How long? Man, they had her in a box, man. Think about that. Who thinks about that type of stuff? Yeah, if things get hot, I'll just put her in the box. Or like, if she don't do what I say, I'll put her in it. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's the world we live in. Tell you, we clean this shit up. A lot of people got to go. I don't give a fuck about all the crying and falling out and stuff like this because these people don't care about your feelings. So why should we, as rational people, care about them? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm so glad this young lady was found, but it's just heartbreaking. Me having a daughter myself, just thinking about what the family's going through. And they look like good people. God bless them. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.